Hello there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know that many people are watching this for the first time, possibly not even realizing what kind of impact this couple could do for you and your future. I was blessed to know Michelle long before my business journey ever began. And when we reconnected at a social, well, actually, it was a marketing event, it was just such a wonderful opportunity for me to reconnect with somebody that I felt great inspiration from at a mummy and baby yoga group years before with our oldest, my oldest child, who is now 7 years old. So when Michelle came back into my life, I had the absolute pleasure of meeting her amazing husband, Alastair, and he is sitting with her today as well because I'd like to share their amazing story with those listening today. And my hope is that you will be able to have some questions answered about your own journey. You might be just starting to take a look at this opportunity, or you may already be part of this amazing culture. And my intention for everybody today is so that you can be introduced to another story you may not know even exists. And some of you know these people quite well, and it will just be another dimension of their beautiful story. They have been the August Belief Award winner for our team, and that's just a award that I've created. And I just think that, you know, when we really believe in something wholeheartedly, 100%, then anything is possible. And this couple has certainly shown us what is possible. So I'm very excited to introduce Michelle and Alastair today. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Tara.
Very welcome. Love to be here.
That's awesome. So what I just want to start with is, you know, I look back and I think, wow, how long has it been for you guys to be part of this amazing culture? And I look back and it's actually 2011, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we just started about 3.5 years.
Wow, it's amazing. So from today, we're talking in October, so it's a little later than when you guys were receiving this amazing honor, but yeah, 3.5 years has changed probably a lot in your life. Can you just share with us a little bit about what life looked like before Isagenix came into your life?
Absolutely. And Tara, again, thanks for interviewing us today, and thanks for choosing us as your Believe Award, because that's what I really think it takes, and that's what you really instill in our team. So thank you very much for all that you do, because it really means a lot to have your support. And I know everybody else on the team, you know, really feels that way as well. So thank you for all your stuff. But yeah, we did, start 3.5 years ago, and maybe, you know, we can both share a little bit about our own journeys. But for me, before Isagenix, I'm also a chiropractor. We have 4 children, and I absolutely love being a chiropractor, but I have to admit that I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I was feeling a little bit stressed out, and I was actually feeling a little bit down about what my future was really going to entail, because I really want to be the best mom possible, and I really want to be present in my kids', you know, lives and what they're doing. And as a chiropractor, I really don't have time freedom. You know, when I am at the office, then I'm not at home. And in order for me to run my business, I have to be at my office. And so I kind of got to a point where one day I missed the entire day from my family. I had gone to work before my kids woke up and got home after my kids went to bed. And I just knew in that minute I needed a change. And so for me, I love the products. I am a huge supporter of the products. So it was a great time when you and I reconnected to, you know, do a cleanse again, get back into the products. And it was in that moment that the timing was right for me to really want to look and explore another revenue stream, something that was residual, so I could do it at home, be with my family, be able to also still practice, and chiropractic is a passion of mine, but on my own terms, and also to, you know, create a legacy for our family. And that is what's so beautiful about this, is what we're doing today, we can include our family in it so they feel part of it, and it's also for them, and it's a life insurance policy that you can't get anywhere else. And, you know, thanks to Isagenix, we've been able to go on The first time I took an entire week off work was this year when we all went to San Diego, and it was amazing. And we went to SeaWorld, we went to Legoland, we were at the beach, and it was just such a fantastic time. And it's really all thanks to Isagenix, because I now have more freedom. I now can do things I never thought possible. And really, it's created such an exciting life for us. And it can for anybody who really believes, who really, puts this into them and then takes action. So that's kind of my journey.
Mm-hmm. I love hearing, I hear Michelle's story all the time, and I just love hearing it again. Even though we are together, we're apart in our thought process on how this came to be. Obviously, Michelle is the admiral. She's our captain of Team Freedom. But stepping back, I was a therapist for 15 years in a hospital, and I loved the job, but I wanted to change. So my change was to get into the field of education. So I had a big career shift. As a doctor like Michelle, well, Michelle's a doctor, and you don't really switch when you become a doctor, but I could become a therapist. I was a therapist, and then I became a university educator, and that was a beautiful awakening to me, right? And I loved the change, and I was fun. I was loving doing what I was doing. So when Michelle brought the opportunity to me, I was kind of loving what I was doing. I'm like, okay, I will follow you, no problem, I'll follow you, but I love doing what I'm doing. And it wasn't until Michelle kept showing me, are you reaching your true potential? I remember her saying that. Is this your potential? Is this your top of the mountain? And no, it's not, right? So she introduced me to it, and then I was introduced, obviously, to Isagenix, and went to events and met all wonderful people, and that's when I said I could have it all. I could have my wonderful new career, but I could also have this amazing new opportunity with Isagenix to continue to help people in whatever way they want to be helped. And as a therapist, I love moving people from A to B, whatever that distance is. As an educator, I love moving a student from their learning from A to B. In Isagenix, the correlation is still there. I can move people who need help, need assistance in whatever way they need from A to B. The correlations are just incredible. So for me, I have it all, and I'm blessed that I have it all because of Michelle and what she's brought to our family. The health, I am far healthier now. Just because you start growing older doesn't mean your health has to go down. No way. I am more fit now at 40 than I was at 30. My children, how Michelle works with our children and their nutrition with Isagenix, honestly, they are becoming so healthy. Yeah, it's just so amazing what's happened.
I love it, guys. I can just feel your passion, and it's no wonder that your team, out of all our teams, we're part of one amazing culture and one humongous team that's global, but your team has brought so much passion, so much fire, and it's no wonder. Talking to you guys today, I feel like I'm right there with you. Your passion comes across. Now, tell me something. Obviously, you both are very professional. You've got careers that you're both very passionate about, which is fantastic. When people are looking at this from a business opportunity, and maybe there's someone that is nervous to approach somebody in a profession, for me, I was comfortable with the stay-at-home moms. That was my niche, I guess, because that was my comfort. But I know that there are people that know professionals and want to approach professionals, but often the big misconception is, oh, they don't have time for this, they're so busy with their own lives, and they don't need the financial part of things. Now, I think, Michelle, you've answered part of that question today, but can you just elaborate on that a little bit more in how everybody really does deserve this opportunity?
I think that's a great point that you're bringing up is people do get a little bit nervous because from on the outside, sometimes, professionals, they look like everything's put together. They've got this great job. Maybe they've got, a nice house. Their family's moving along. They do these things, right? And when you're looking in, it looks like they've got everything going on. But two things I would say. One is you really don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And first of all, we're a solutions company. And us professionals are just the same as the stay-at-home mom, the everyday person. We too need to lose weight, have more energy. Some of us are into performance. We all want to age healthy, and we all are looking to better our families from a financial position. And so Isagenix has solutions for everybody, and that's what's so important. And us professionals are no different than anybody else. And sometimes, professionals even need it more because they're trying to sometimes keep up with other people and maybe living a little bit beyond their own means or to the limit of their means. And an extra $500,000 can really help them out as well. And then secondly is time freedom. Professionals in general do not have time freedom because if they work for a company, say as a lawyer, accountant, anything like that, then they are a slave to that organization. And, I know some of my friends who are lawyers who, if they get a call at 9 p.m. because they've got a deal they've got to do, that's what they have to go in and do. And so they are stuck to that. And if they own their own business as a professional, then they're stuck to that business and being there to run it, oversee it, manage, employees, overhead, inventory, scheduling, a whole bunch of different things. And most professionals, if you really ask them, are looking for that time freedom. They're actually looking for getting home more, being at home more, doing more with their family, or if they're not with a family, just even doing more extracurricularly on themselves. And I know one of my favorite quotes is, the enemy of an outstanding life is a good life. And, that's where I think we can really make a difference is, sure, professionals have a good life, but why don't we help them have an amazing, outstanding life?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And it's really, it hits close to home for me because I think that so often we do just have an assumption around something. And then we really, in the end, it's me being selfish to not want to talk to someone that I think has the life of their dreams, right? So I know that can go for many people watching right now. And I hope that even if this is the one piece that you take away from this interview for everyone watching, that is the piece, that everyone is the same. We all have desires. We all have wants. So thank you so much for that. Now, do you guys have any words of advice? I know for me, I look at you guys as mentors, and it's so cool how this business works because you started a year and a half after me, but there are weeks and months that you make more than I do, which is awesome. That gets me really excited because when I can share that openly with people, it's again confirmation that this is not a pyramid scheme like so many people that don't understand our network marketing profession is legitimate. So I love sharing that with everybody that, you can start today and earn more than I do or more than you guys do, which is really exciting. But do you have any words of advice? Because clearly you guys came out of the gates, you were fired up, you were focused, you had such great leadership about you already. But for someone who maybe is not in that position yet, feeling confident about either the products or the business or both, what would be your recommendation for just getting started and just going with it and continuing on that path?
Well, the first thing I would say to that question is passion. I think that if you have passion for this, that people will see that. And you do have to borrow stories at the beginning because you don't have your own. You might be day one on this program, so you don't have a product story, or a day one in this business, or month one. And so what you have to go on is passion. And I know that's what really, I think, really pulled us out of the gates is passion. I remember meeting with people on our team like Tina Gray and, you know, Renata and Paul Beyondich, and, you know, I knew that this was it, and I knew this was a great vehicle, and I had passion, I had excitement, and people can feel that. You know, they can feel your passion and your excitement, and that's what people are looking for. They want to then join with you on this journey. And so the first thing I would say is having passion to share this. You know, when we just mumble something out, or it's like in passing, you know, or it's not full on, then I think it gets lost. And so at the beginning, you need to have passion. I also think you can't judge yourself against other people. And, you know, it is true, some of us come out of the gate a little bit faster than others, like, you know, Pam and Kevin Barnum, you know, amazing, really leapt out of the gate, just like, you know, Mike Dallaire and Robin Bigley. But they also have skills that were taught to them over many years, and they use those skills in this profession. And that's no different than, you know, Alastair and myself. Alastair's a trained educator, so, you know, sharing educational things is something that's going to be a little bit more natural to him because he has a formal education in that. You know, the same with myself. I've been networking for 20 years because I'm self-employed, and that's how I built my entire businesses over many years. So you can't judge yourself. Everybody's on their own journey, and I think we do that at the beginning. We say, oh, you know, I'm not doing as well as this person or that person, or people aren't joining my team. But if you are consistent and you share the message, people will come, because what people are looking at you, and what they don't want is a fly-by-night thing to come their way. So one post on Facebook, or you mention it once to them and then they never see you doing it again. You know, people are attracted to seeing, oh my goodness, 6 months in, this person's still doing it, and maybe there is something here, and now I'm ready to check it out. So it's being consistent and keeping going and sharing. And I know that a lot of people on our team, they're starting to reap those rewards now of just staying plugged in, being consistent, you know, making sure they're tuned into that personal growth and just staying in action. It's just sharing, right? We can dream all we want to dream and have ideas and set goals, but if we're not in action, we're really never going to get there. So for me, I think it's passion, it's not to judge, and it's to really just stay in action all the time. You know, I don't know if you have something to add.
Yeah, I like, I'm going to use the word belief, not just Tara, because you use the word belief so well. For me, I needed the belief. I needed the belief. I love how Mike Dallaire went through having belief in all sections, but for me, that's what it was. I needed belief in the products, belief in the business model, belief in that this was going to be a lasting company. I needed the belief in the ethics and the morals, because what the leadership says in Isogenics, I've been to so many businesses where they would throw these wonderful mission statements and visions and ethics and all that, and it didn't always hold water. But I have to tell you, the ethics and morals behind this company is solid. So belief was critical for me, and belief takes time. It's like trust. Trust takes time. When you start courting something, you really want that trust, and you test it and all that sort of stuff. And belief was with me too. So for anybody who is listening, find the belief in your speed. I will tell you right now, the belief is there, but for those who are listening, it's going to take time for you to find that, but I trust you. Just get on the right road, and the signs are going to pop up all over the road. It's just awesome. Belief is my big passion with this company.
Oh, that's so awesome, guys. Now, I know we're at the bottom of our interview here, but I do want to leave everybody with one last question for you guys. And I know we could have you on here for 2 hours and get so many questions. People just want more and more from you guys. But what excites you now? I mean, you guys have gotten through the beginning of this business 3.5 years in. You're already 5-star Golden Circle, 2-star Crystal Executive, I believe. And you're continuing to just inspire more and more people. But what really excites you now that you have the knowledge behind you, you've got the belief about the company and more. What gets you excited today?
For me, I think it's really a shift that's happened inside of me over the last, really couple of weeks, and that is the excitement in our team. And it's a really hard thing to articulate to people, but at the beginning, you are working in your team, but you're also trying to get your own engine going, if that makes sense. You're trying to build your business and get your enrollments and get going, and you're also trying to help your team do the same. And now that I feel like our train is on these tracks, what excites me now is doing three-way calls. And, I've been the last 2 weeks doing 3 to 4 three-way calls a day, and I'm really excited about it. That's what's exciting me now, is helping all my team get these great people into their organization that they love and care about, their friends, their family, their acquaintances. And I have to say that really excites me, because it's really a way for me to serve hundreds and thousands of people, which is really what my mission is. And so that's what's really exciting me now, is hearing all these great stories and being on all these great calls with these amazing people that I'm learning from every day. And it's opening me up to so many different things, and I just love it. So that's what's really exciting me now.
What's exciting me is, first of all, probably like our family freedom, our team freedom. Our family is becoming more and more free every day. The thing that excites me is if our children ask me tonight, Dad, can you please come to an event at the school tomorrow? I'm there. That's what excites me. What excites me is I can do whatever I want to do with Isagenix when I want to do it. That excites me. What excites me, every time I have a shake, I know I'm getting healthier. But what really excites me is that, Michelle can be home more. I can see her more minutes of every day. But the big thing is just being with family. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks, babe.
Welcome.
Sorry, guys, I had myself on mute there because I knew I was going to probably squeak, and the it would be showing me crying. So anyway, you know what, you guys, you bring so much additional belief into my life, into our business. You're impacting hundreds and thousands of people, even that are not financially part of your team. You're like a light, and I'm just so grateful to be partnered with you and to also call you friends. So thank you so much for today. I really appreciate it, and I know it was tough getting some time together to do this, but I'm glad that we made it happen. And so you guys enjoy the rest of your day with your family, and thanks again, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tara.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.